Hi there, hope you're doing good. So here I am with the second update of this worksheet. So we have designed this sheet in a way that we can select the input values are yellow cells. These are the one-time input from the user. Quality will get picked up automatically. Then the KPI goals to be entered manually. This is also one time. So the yellow cells are manual input which you need to make changes in frequently, whereas on the red font are mostly either my questions or you can enter the values only one time. So this setup is already done and this part is working fine. So if someone can select the different options from here and the quantifying quantity is already there, the value will get picked up automatically from there. Let me select something else which has some value there. Okay, so now we are getting some response of 7232, which is coming in from the organic waste. If I'll select something here, maybe beverage. So I don't know if these are related to this GC emission or not. Let me delete this. So this is how it is working. Now the value will get picked up if there is something in it. We don't need, obviously, if we are not selecting anything, we don't need the quantity. So this should be deleted automatically. But I just random filled in the random value just to show as a demo. Similarly for the units as well. If there is any value added in here, it should have a unit as well. But it's if the unit is not there, it's not going to impact any of the other things, the calculation. Then the KPI goal to be entered manually based on the KPI goal and the quantity. Yeah, the quantity achieved, percentage will get calculated, and based on the percentage, we have designed this chart in here. This chart will allow you to give the percentage to the remarks or the qualitative level scoring. So from 0 to 10, it will be insufficient data. From 11 to 30%, it will be major changes. So if you want to make changes in this percentage, you need to change again the yellow cells and the red font. So these are the yellow cells which you need to enter, and obviously this will be only one-time input. This is why uh, these are red as well. So once the numbers are changed, the percentage will automatically it will accommodate automatically the formulas. The other thing is that we are based on these percentages. Okay, so we have the next thing is the drop down. We need to select these to maybe giving a goal, or I don't know, you are giving some remark to it so that we can plot this part separately. So this is also done and all of these are done. We are getting the aggregated totals for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items, whereas to be entered manually, it doesn't have uh, any manual or any aggregated total. Sorry. Okay, I have a question for that, which is that we are putting some values in here. Okay, have this one. So these are values which are getting pulled from the other tab, whereas this value, the reuse circularity, is entered manually, which is in a percentage. So we cannot have a sum to it along with the 100 because this is kg CO2 per year. I don't know, and this one is percent. So we cannot have a total aggregated total including this one. So the what to do with this one? Getting my point. So this is not included in the calculation. But if this is also the same unit, not a percent, then we can have a total and proceed accordingly. So this is one question from my side. Okay. Once this side is done, we are going to the helper sheet where we are creating some sheets, some formulas, and some listings so that we can rank those, arrange those, categorize those based on the life cycle, and then create a chart. The chart are in the this is your main calculation sheet, the original calculation sheet, example calculation plots, and this is mine. I am working on the yellow one. So based on the helper sheet, I have designed this one that this is going to update automatically. So if there is another item from the raw material, like currently we have aluminum foil, beverage, cardboard, polypropylene, and steel. Let me go through and check. Do we have any other thing? Yes, we have. Let's select for the maybe beverage or contained products. So if I'll contained products, let me see if I can select in here. Okay, sorry, I cannot select this contained product. I need to select the cardboard. Oh, we already okay. Let's select PE. So I'll select PE. So we have another value in here. It should reflect automatically in this table, as you can see. This is completely automatic and based on the main sheet. So now it will categorize the life cycle, like whatever the entries you have selected here, there, those will categorize the life cycle and it will combine those in a group. And as you can see, the color scheme is also working fine. So if you are going to add another operation from the base operation, let's see, business operation. So if I'll add maybe laptops, let me select in here. So if I have selected laptops in here and it has some values to it, the laptop will get reflected automatically and colored as well. So this chart is completely dynamic and we have almost 30 entries in here so that we can select. I think we have 25 or 25 some in here, whereas I have given the space for the 30, so it will be more than enough. Now the other question is these values, from where these values are getting in. I have tried to look into the other sheet you shared with me, and this has another table which is this. And I don't know how you are linking these to this. And if I understood, okay, so this is the organic waste thing, this is the organic waste. Now, once as you know that this table is getting generated automatically based on the selection on the main tab, the PE got entered in here. If I'll delete the PE, you will see the raw material propylene will shift to raw number 9. So if I'll delete this from here, you can see the propylene has shifted to row number 9. Now, if these values are false values, this is not going to work. So what we have to do, we have to make a link between these selections and these two, so that we can pick these values if we have a fixed table for those. So we have to make a bridge in between, like maybe if we can have a listing here, material name that matches these selections, so that we can have the value pulled in from here, from this column. And we should have a table complete with complete values. This way, we will be able to pull these values. Once the values are pulled in here, I have automated or formulated all of these, and these will be working for 34 rows as well. So now everything is calculated, and once we have all the values, we need to go to this point, acidification, and all of these four. Now these values are also seem to be manual values. I don't know what should be the source of these. And as the table is dynamic, we have to make these dynamic as well based on all 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need to make these values dynamically based on these selections. I hope you're getting my point. So two things are missing in here, one on the main sheet and two these. Once let's suppose if these are the values, true values which we need, and those are calculating. Now this table has also been generated. This will be selecting, like currently it's selecting the raw material, end of life, transportation, and business operations. What else is remaining? Production. I think we do not have a production in here. Okay, so we do not have production in here. So what I'm going to do, let's select the wastewater. I think it should be in the waste. Do we have wastewater in here? No. Okay, no problem. I'm going to select the wastewater just for the sake of the testing. So if at some place I have selected the wastewater and it pulled the value in here, it's going to show the production in here as well. So now production is added to the chart. Previously it was not, because there was no selection of the category was there in the life cycle of production, but now it is there. So now the table has been updated for this. And as we agreed that there will not be any more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have 5. So these are 5. All, all 5 are here. Did I miss something? Okay, no, this is your sheet. Fine. sheet. Okay, so this has been updated with the values. Hmm. Oh, this is the sheet. Because this table has been updated and these values will automatically pulled in from these chart. Like this is calculating the climate change values which are being totaled in here. Then the fuel value, the ER values are here, and the water values are here. Then these three are the value columns. The green will match to the green with the percentage, blue will match with the blue with the percentage, and water will be with water. Now, based on this table, which is completely dynamic, so far currently each and everything is dynamic instead of the yellow cells which need to be entered manually. Okay, so now I have plotted these three charts. So this chart is similar to what you just gave me, that stacking the values of the life cycles on top of each other based on these three categories. If the categories will increase, sorry, we have three categories: CC, ER, and WU. So we will be plotting three bars, and the five life cycle will get stacked on it on top of one another. Um, Let me make some changes so that we can have some. I'll delete this water and that, and let's see, we have, yes. So we have some changes and now we have new values. Let me undo it. Okay, so I'll save it to have some different values. Actually, it's not giving different values because the values so big for the laptop. Let me remove it. And let's see if we have some variation. It's still a very small variation. So I'll remove this one as well. The water tank. Okay, now we have some better visuals to see. So you can see the table is completely dynamic and it is plotting whatever the values are available in here. And so there are two ways to plot. One is this one. So the dark blue is raw material, orange is end of life. So end of life is this size for the CC, end of life is this size for this ER, and for the WU it's there. We can also have the par things instead of stacking the table one on top of another, because this will always be 100%. Whereas we can have a quick look to these three, the four things so far. The life cycle things we can see in here. So the life cycle value is 15% in CC, whereas it's 74% in ER and 64% in W. So this is how you can have a good quick look to these things. I think these are you can select which one you like to have, and we can also change the heading of the chart as well. So that is it from my side, I guess. Uh, yep. So, I saw that there is an error in this sheet as well. So we have this cell D24 in the emission factor database, where we have this tab called power consumption in plant, whereas that tab is not available in here. Let me see if that is available in here. No, it's not available in here as well. So let's go back to the sheet, and there is another reference cell which is this one, D36. It says D37 to be multiplied by the HA fertilizer CO2 etc. This tab is also not available, HA fertilizer etc, CO2 etc. So we have to have these two values so that we can complete this chart if you want me to complete this chart. The SDG is just a value. We can shift these values into the helper column maybe. But if you want to keep the drop down list in here, and maybe if you want to amend it later on. Um, Regarding the database, yeah, this is the one which you need to update. And this is just a reference tab which we can delete because I have almost done the similar. So I'll drag it to on the right, extreme right. Example calculation, I'll call it calculation plots. So this is the calculation plot main tab, dashboard, where so far we have asset SDG. We can always have these charts once if the charts only are making some sense, we can shift those charts in here. But if you want to have the table of the sheet, or some values, if you want to see the table as well, we can also do that. Similarly, we can add the data labels to this chart as well. Let me quickly do that for you. If I'll go to the plus sign and click on the data label, but these doesn't seem very intuitive, or like not very user friendly to see and find out what exactly the number is showing, whereas this format seems a bit better. We can also maybe plot some other charts. So if you have any other chart in mind, you can let me know and I'll plot those. Then the calculation thing happens. We can drag it on the right as well. We don't need that database. So we have main tab where we need to enter the data. we have a dashboard which we can maybe drag on the right side. Main tab, database, and then come to the dashboard. These are the results maybe. And we need to fix this. So that is it from my side. Let me quickly go through again. So I have a question for this one. So what to do with the aggregated total for this value? This is in percentages, whereas the other values are in some other unit which cannot be totaled together. So what to do with the recycle circularity thing? Then um, on the calculation plot, I have this problem. We need to have a table which is in this tab. Oh, you have more charts. Oh, I didn't see those. So let's discuss for these because these will be additional things. We can do that, no problem. But before doing that, I need to have the consent with you so that if you need this, then we can do it. Okay, so we need the treeless chart, this table, which have some values. And in some way, we can link these two things with these two things so that we can pull the right value in here, which is in this tab, in these here. And then for these four columns, I need to confirm which from the value from where the what is the source of these values, or maybe if these are manual inputs or maybe one-time input, or I don't know. So that is it from my side. Looking forward for your review. Take care. Bye.